Hey, my name is Dawson. This is my PDCP project. Hopefully you guys enjoy my message on it, and hopefully I get a good mark. So, just a little forewarning, there's going to be a lot of jump cuts and stuff, because I have a script for this, but it's also going to be a little of improv, so I might take some time to look at the script every now and then, so it might cut, I might switch angles every now and then, and I also might cut to take some time to maybe think of something to say myself that I didn't write on my script. So anyway, let's get into this. So, for our PDCP project, career, personal development and career planning, we're doing the media and body image, or like advertisement and stuff like that. So, media and body image, they're pretty closely related nowadays, and I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to explain what's going on with the media and how they're portraying women. Now, I'm sorry, I might not talk about their male counterpart as much in this video, just because the media seems to target girls more for this kind of thing that I'm about to talk about. Guys, you know, they're kind of victims of it too, but I feel like girls are more. So, anyway, let's talk about that, man. Oh, why did I put the chair down? So in magazines, videos, or even an innocent website, these advertisements with these females models can potentially pop up, and these images portray them as these skeletons, which is why maybe it was a little hyperbole for me at the beginning of the video. If you guys didn't understand that, I showed a skeleton at the start with the check mark, kind of meaning that the media, like, they show these girls and they're so slim and like photoshopped, of course, to look that slim, that they kind of look like skeletons. And nowadays it's a shame, but like, most people rely on the media for answers, thinking that the media is truthful. If you hear it on the media, it's got to be right? So anyway, the media portrays these girls as skeletons, and we're exposed to this and influenced by it, right? So now we see these pictures of women that are unrealistically airbrushed and like unhealthily slim, but hey, the media, that's what they told us, right? So we're exposed to this, and like young girls, or just any girls, but mostly young girls, because that's where they'll start to like be exposed to this, of course. They'll see it and they'll be like, so for me to be attractive, I have to be at this skeleton weight. And also at the beginning of the video, just kind of for comedic effect, I put this like average weight guy, meh, and then I put a slightly overweight girl with an X. That's not my opinion, but I guess that's what the media wants you to think with these models. Hey, this is their motto. Slim models, good. Overweight models, who wants to see that, right? Again, that's not me saying that, that's them. Also, the media hasn't really come out and said like, hey, we don't use overweight models because we think it's wrong and we think they're not as attractive. But really, how rare is it to see a legit image of an overweight model? I know there's a few, which is a good sign, like, because they're portraying a realistic weight for once. But how rare is it that you see, you know, an overweight girl model in an advertisement or a picture or video or anything? Okay, anyway, so when young girls see this, they can easily become influenced and self-conscious because they think they must look how the media portrays women to be attractive, right? Sorry, I'm looking down. I can't remember all this offhand, so I gotta look at the script. Anyway. So, and now these thoughts can lead to anxiety and depression. And the problem with the modeling industry is now with Photoshop and other programs, companies airbrush these models to look so slim, it's unhealthy. I mean, to them, slim equals good, right? So just make them as slim as possible and they'll be as attractive as possible, right? That's what's going on there in their mind. But boom! Oh no! These industries take their models and make them unrealistic, and we're exposed to these pictures. In today's generation, we're surrounded by the media, whether that's articles, magazines, advertisements, social media, or anything. We tend to believe that the media is the answer. It's always right. It shows that the media controls us. This is what I was saying earlier, right? We rely on the media, like, for the answer. Like, oh, if it's on the internet, it's right? Or like media in general, magazines, advertisements, anything. Anyway, because of this whole, the media is a leader kind of thing, when people, like, observe these pictures, well, the majority of people, anyway, especially younger people, they think to be attractive, you need to be as slim as these models that you see. But there's one problem with that. Since some people are motivated to be as slim as them, but these models aren't even as slim as they seem because they're photoshopped, some people are, fighting to be unrealistically, unhealthily skinny. Right? Because here's how it goes, right? The media portrays these women as like these slim models, and like it's so slim it's unhealthy, right? But people look at it and go like, that's what I need to do to be attractive. So they're influenced by it, and they fight to be that weight. But the problem is they're fighting to be an unhealthy, unrealistic weight. So to achieve this look of Slimmy Jimmy, people will do dangerous ways of losing weight, and it is quite spooky. An example of a dangerous method people use to lose weight is very low-calorie diets. And yes, this may make you lose weight, but it can also result in your precious muscles being slayed. Whoa, bro, look at these diet pills, man. Yo, let's have some, dude. Radical. I want to be as skinny as those guys. Yo. Whoa, man. Yo, that was pretty cool. I wonder what those diet pills will do now. Yo, dude, this kind of hurts, bro. Yo, what are you doing to my muscles, man? Ah, what is that? Must be the diet pills, bro. Yo, my precious muscles. All because of the diet pills, bro. Oh, whoops. I just realized that, I said diet pills slay your precious muscles, but it's a very low-calorie diet, so pretend that didn't happen, and just pretend that, I made a skit of me eating a very low-calorie diet, and then I started, like, chopping my muscles off, because that makes sense, because diet pills don't do that. Well, some might, but very low-calorie diets will. They'll kill ya. Also, another thing low-calorie diets do is they lower your metabolism, so that's definitely not a good thing. And as stated on www.webmd.com/diet/obesity/features/lose freaking dash weight dash dangers thing. Okay, this is what the website said. Drastic calorie restriction causes a shift toward a higher percentage of body fat, which increases the risk for metabolic. Okay, let me try this again. So the website states, drastic calorie restriction causes a shift towards a higher percentage of body fat, which increases the risk for metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. Okay, and that's what the website said. Okay, so yeah. Another dangerous way is starving yourself or fasting. Just simply the act of depriving yourself from eating for a long period of time. As stated on mensxp.com, fasting results in higher stress and muscle damage. So, yikes. And here it goes again. Oh, yo, dude, I'm not fasting. Yo, man. Yo, ow. Feels like there's staples going on my arm, bro. Yo, that's muscle damage. Damage, bro. Must be the fasting. Alright, by the way, I stapled my thumb when I was little. Like, okay, whatever. Anyway. Fasting also damages your digestion and it kills your immunity. So that's also quite spooky. All of these dangerous methods are bad and have many bad effects. There's a lot more ways to lose weight that are dangerous besides these two that I listed, which was low-calorie diets and then starving or fasting. Another example is some people, they'll eat a meal and then force themselves to vomit afterwards to make it like they never ate at all. So, oh, I ate a pretzel, gotta puke that pretzel up now. Don't do that. That's just bad. I shouldn't have to explain why that's bad. It's obvious why that's bad. It's anyway. So in summary, the media portrays these women as these unrealistically slim, Photoshop females, and we're exposed to these images or videos, and most of us are influenced by them. And we're thinking to be attractive, or they're thinking to be attractive. They need to be like the people in these images or videos, these wooden plank models, right? But since the models and the ads are unrealistically skinny, people will fight to be an unrealistic weight. That's just how it goes, right? Even worse part is some people will resort to dangerous methods of losing weight to become skinny or slim or whatever, like I explained. These methods can lead to many eating disorders. One major eating disorder that you can develop is anorexia. Anorexia is a loss or lack of appetite for food, or just refusing to eat at all. So, anorexia, it actually has the highest death rate out of any psychiatric illness. And using these dangerous methods to starve yourself, pow, you can develop anorexia. And anorexia equals death most of the time. Most people die from anorexia. As I said, it has the highest death rate out of any psychiatric illness. It's pretty deadly. Anorexia, it's pretty deadly. Okay, so now let's look at this chain, right? So, media makes people think to be attractive, you must be super slim. So, people go and try to get this slim. Some people will try to achieve this in fatal ways, which sometimes results in their demise. Oh no, that's Spodgy. So in a way, the media's killing people. So it's just spooky, just really spooky. So in summary, that's what's going on here. So now that I've explained like what's going on with the media, what they're doing, how they're portraying women and stuff, and what can happen, and like what they're doing to people, basically. So now you know that part, but how can we solve this? You know, what are we supposed to do about it? Like, I've just knowledged you about like what, like, you know, what the media is doing, but what are we supposed to do about it? Here in my garage, I just got this new Lamborghini here. But you know what I like more than materialistic things? Knowledge. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot that my Lamborghini is fun to drive up in the Hollywood Hills. Yeah. So I think one of the biggest solutions to this is just realizing that you're being exposed to this. And if you are overweight or something, please do not resort to anything like any of those dangerous methods that I listed. I mean, yes, there is good ways to lose weight. Running, just exercise, stuff like that. Eating better, drinking better. It's good, but you're beautiful just the way you are. Everyone is. It probably sounds cheesy, and you probably heard it a million times, and some people may still be self-conscious, but if you are noticing signs of anxiety, depression related to body image, or you know, just anything to do with your body, you should consider seeing a counselor to help, you know, cope with your feelings. And also, people with signs of an eating disorder, you know, such as eating less, you know, like less appetite and losing a lot of weight, or, you know, like not being able to eat food, you know, like if you try to eat food and you puke it up, those are all signs of an eating disorder. If you notice these signs, you should probably seek treatment. But honestly, just realize that your body's your vessel. You shouldn't ruin it with all these dangerous methods. And honestly, you should just love your body, honestly. And that's just one way to cope with it. I know it might not be that easy, but when it comes down to it, really that's the mindset that you want. And, you know, if you can exercise if you want. Exercising is good for you. I encourage everyone to exercise. Also, another solution to, you know, this whole problem is just notifying advertisers that, you know, that we disagree, and just tell them our sentiment about these false, you know, portrays of women and stuff like that, and these false body ads and stuff like that. Because sometimes it may not seem like it, but advertisers do care about what their audience thinks about their ads and stuff. And some advertisers, they don't really seem like that. They can post some pretty dumb stuff out to the public. Yikes. Anyway, I'm not a professional on this stuff. I don't have a practice voice about this, so if you have any big concerns about anything that I talked about, consider talking to a professional, like a counselor or just someone that knows about body image. Even if you're, you know, not that concerned or anything, but, you know, if you have signs of eating disorders, such as, like, losing a lot of weight or eating a very limited diet, or like, I don't know, like when you eat meals, like they kind of come up like it's you're having trouble eating meals because you vomit after meals, you should seek treatment. But anyway, I really hope that my message came across. My battery in my camera is gonna die soon. I feel like I missed something, and I feel like I could have said more. I'm sorry, but I feel like I said enough for you guys to understand, and just kind of be knowledged about what the media is doing, and hopefully I opened some of your eyes to what they're doing to you. So, thank you very much. Goodbye.